Hello everyone, this is RummyBear22 here to bring you another Hasbro Beyblade Burst unboxing and review. And today we have Spryzen S2, which is the renamed version of Spriggan from Takratomi. So again, a quick look on the packaging here. We have the Beyblade Burst logo right there on the side. We have the advertisement for the app. We have a nice, cool looking shot of Spryzen right there. And the Takratomi Ragnarok being blown up there. Fantasy scene. Well, that's good to know. We also have some stuff here in the corner. Not really important. Only use Beyblade tops with a base stadium. Sold separately. And we have the Hasbro logo right there. And on the back, of course, we have some customization options. We have an advertisement for the Hasbro base stadium. And we have its chart, performance chart or whatever there. So we have attack, which is 5 burst, 2 defense, 2 weight, 4 agility, 3 and stamina, 5. I don't know why I didn't know how to count there for a second. And on the side here, we also have the energy layer. We have the forge disc, which is DO2, and the performance tip, which is TBO3. Kind of a little hard to remember those names, but that doesn't really matter. So now we will rip open the package, and these ones are actually sealed in pretty tight. It's not really possible to open these without completely ripping the box or the blister pack to pieces, but that's okay because we don't really need it. And there we go. Exactly what happened last time. Instructions. Oh. Alright, you just saw that happen. Sorry about that. Okay. My favorite winder ever. Glad to see you again. There we go. Oh, right, forgot about this. Luckily, I keep these very close. It's not going to come out easy. Help if I had smaller scissors. And oh, and there you go. Where did you go? This one does not want to work with me today. Alright. Got the driver. Sorry, the performance tip. The forge disc, and oh, forgot there's also plastic on this. Wow, how am I going to get this off without damaging the layer? Sorry, the energy layer. There we go. Okay, QR code. Probably going to scan it anyway. From what I've gathered too, apparently you can scan these multiple times, so it doesn't really matter. So if you want to scan it, go right ahead, I guess. So yeah, no stickers. That's the one thing I actually like about the Hasbro ones, is that since they don't come with stickers, I don't have to do that. I don't have to cut at all, really. And I guess I'll free this winder. I guess I can test that dual layer, or sorry, the dual launching system that they got going on with these launchers. Come on. If they're going to do that, they can at least maybe release a longer winder for that. I don't think they're going to do that, but it'd be great if they did. Oh my god, come on. There we go. So yeah, there's that. I also didn't realize when I unboxed these, or boxed Veltiric, that they molded it to look like the Baylogger there on the front, with the little lights. I think that's what that's supposed to look like. But yeah. I will admit, though, this thing is very satisfying to launch. But, yeah. Alright, so the parts. I actually really like the color of this Beyblade. It looks awesome. I don't know, the red and the black and the gold. I guess because it has more colors on it, it looks far more interesting than Veltiric does. But, yeah. So I will cut the video here, and I will do a comparison with Spriggan, the Takaratomi version. Alright, so here we have the Storm Spriggan, Knuckle Unite, and Spryzen S2. I believe that, is it Spryzen S2? Yeah. So, starting with the Takara layer, as you can clearly see here, it's the red is a bit darker, I think. Wait, no, I think Hasbro's is a bit darker. I'm not entirely sure. I can't really tell. I think it's actually a bit more clear, the Hasbro version. And I guess the clear plastic that is over top of the red piece is also much more translucent than the Hasbro version. This one's a bit more milky, I guess, if that's the proper word. Also, stuff we've already seen with Valtyrek, the S on the Japanese layer is clear, and the S on the Hasbro version is a filled-in white. Again, obvious color differences. The two wings here on the side of the Hasbro version are painted black, while the ones on the Hasbro, or the Takaratomi version, are red. They also have these nice white, that's paint, it's not stickers, I think. No, those are stickers. So they have these yellow stickers here on the wings, and on the side here, so that's kind of cool that they did that. That's a lot easier than putting on these ones. So yeah, this layer looks a lot better than the Valtyrek recolor. I'll give it that. And on the back, of course, the centerpiece is clear on the Takara version, and on the Hasbro version, it's filled in with red plastic. It's part of the actual red piece of the layer, and there's the QR code. And that's pretty much it for the layers in terms of difference. They're designed relatively the same. There's no alteration in their design at all. So the discs and the forged disc. So obviously the Takara one is more oxidized, so it's a duller gray, while the Hasbro one is exactly the same, just it's new, so it's shinier. Still got the K on there for Knuckle, so there's that. And the drivers. I really do like this driver. Instead of a red, opposed to the Takara version, the Hasbro version is a nice gold, or I guess maybe a bronze, mostly a gold, I think. Kind of looks bronze on the camera a bit, but yeah. The Unite tip is pretty much the same, I think. If you can get a good look. No, it's not actually. So the Takara version, the tip is a bit more pointed. It sticks out for that extra bit of stamina there. But with the Hasbro version, it's more flat. Oh, wait, no, I can kind of see the tip. Okay, it does have the tip, but it's nowhere near as protruded as the Takara version. So there's that, I guess. And that's pretty much it. So if we just assemble the Beyblade there, slides in, like I said. There are no teeth for the Hasbro versions. They use that little ramp mechanism instead, as to make them more durable, which is actually true. These bays are harder to burst, the Hasbro versions. So if we just put Takara back together, boom. Virtually there is no difference to these bays. I think that, yeah, the Takara's tip is a bit more protruded, but other than that, they're pretty much the same. Beyblade. So now we will do a test battle with our new Hasbro Spryzen and Spriggan. Alright, so since I mentioned before that I do not have the Hasbro dish, I'll be using the standard Takaratomi burst dish. And I'll also be taking this opportunity to try out this dual launching mechanism that Hasbro has with its launchers. So as you can see here, I got Valtyreks and Spryzens put together, and it looks fairly more filled out and more comfortable to hold a bit. But let's just see how well it works. So for a frame of reference, I'm going to be putting the original Takara Spriggan on the back, and I'm going to put Spryzen at the front to see if there is a difference in RPM, which there might be. So, 3, 2, 1, go shoot, let it rip. Okay, alright. So that was a dual burst. That was actually really quick. I'm quite surprised. So I'm not entirely sure which bay had a weaker RPM rate, but considering that they both burst, I guess maybe it does work, actually. Maybe they're just as strong. It doesn't really matter. Okay, wait, that's the wrong layer. There we go. Round 2. You know, this works a lot easier than using 2 launchers, actually. I will give it that. So I actually have noticed, so Spryzen is actually racing around the dish more than Spriggan, simply because its plastic piece in the center of its tip isn't, it doesn't protrude as much as, oh wow, as Spriggan's does. So obviously the rubber ends of its driver, performance tip, do touch the edges of the dish more. So Spryzen is more of an attack type than Spriggan is. Takra Spriggan. But as we saw there, Spriggan takes round 2. Just barely though, because he was about to burst, apparently. So, you know what, let's do a round 3. Let's do that. Okay. Round 3. I don't know what to say. Go shoot. Oh, hello. And Spryzen takes round 3. You get out of there. Come on now. So, okay. Screw me. This does work fairly well. Actually, not too bad. So I might actually be using this in some of my battles because it is a lot more convenient than using 2 launchers. I still think it's kind of cheaply made though, considering that doesn't have all the, fancy hoo-ha as the Takra launchers, but the dual system here that they have for the launching does work very, very well, so that is a plus, and I'm glad it actually works in my favor. So, I'm going to call the video here. Again, a really cool recolor of Spriggan from Takara Tomy. Of Hasbro. So, I really dig this Beyblade. It performs just as well. Well, kind of. I mean, it attacks more than it... it's more of an attack type than it is a balance type, I guess. But once it gets directly in the center of the dish, then it conserves its stamina. So it does remain in attack mode longer and immediately, but it eventually does have its stamina, eventually. But overall, I would give this recolor a 8 out of 10. So it's pretty freaking awesome, and I like it. So, once again, if you like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye.